Hi Leo, I hope that everybody is doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Right off the bat, I'm getting something about anime. Maybe you like anime. Maybe this is something nostalgic for you. Okay, so are we watching somebody or are they watching us? I'm looking at the Two of Cups here. Gathering information. I'm feeling pressure on my right thigh. Are you watching somebody that you have feelings for, or are they watching you? I guess only you know, Leo. I'm seeing you assessing a situation here. I'm also hearing spiritual upgrade. Yeah. Are you being patient? Patiently waiting. I'm seeing there be a sentimental / emotional component. Okay, so whoever the person is that is being watched, I'm seeing that they are protected. Heavily protected. I'm also hearing divinely guided. Spirit's telling you to move on. Move on from what? To focus on your work. I'm hearing priorities. A position that you wish to step into. A role that you want to play, I'm hearing. This can be in a family dynamic. If it's not work related. For some, I'm seeing that it is. It has to do with like a dream position that you have. Something that you've been trying to manifest. For others, this can be in the realm of like a family. Or who you want to be in relation to another person. Like maybe you want to be the head of a household or provide for others around you. Very interesting, Leo. Yeah, I'm seeing either you or somebody. It's either you watching someone or someone watching you here. Somebody that may be married or somebody that you could have been in a relationship with. Somebody that you saw to be a counterpart. This is somebody you were best friends with. I'm hearing at one point in time, Leo, I'm seeing spirit watch over this connection here. This could have been like a soulmate. It's almost like twin flames, but deeper than that, because I'm seeing the Two of Cups. So this is somebody that you feel like is very complimentary to you. I'm hearing divine connection, but something that you may have walked away from, or this person walked away from you because they didn't feel fulfilled. It's almost like their spirit was guiding them somewhere else. But maybe for superficial reasons. I don't know. We're going to find out more. Looking for a bigger sense of stability. Something long-lasting. Stable home life. That's very interesting. I'm being guided to mention that Taurus is a strong energy I'm picking up on in this reading. There's also Pluto in Sagittarius. Pluto is Scorpio energy. It's like I'm seeing you remaining calm in the face of something, and I'm looking at a boss here. This can be somebody higher up than you that you work with. Maybe somebody helping you out. This can be a company helping you out with something. This can also be somebody funding you, supporting you financially. Somebody that has money. And it's like, I'm seeing judgment be called on a wish fulfillment that you have here. And I'm seeing an ending. A very, very big ending. Something that you're adjusting to. But you feel confused by this. Confused by the ending. I'm looking at you popping out here, Leo. Are you the one helping someone? Maybe it's being highlighted that someone's helping you. Again, I'm seeing it almost be like something that you had felt confused by. Maybe there had been a lot of options for you. And maybe you manifested some sort of confusion. But the key here is to be patient. Because you're going to find your way through whatever this confusion is. It's almost like you see all of these options here. That may have been something that manifested in the past, but it's like one thing gets chosen here. And I'm seeing this be something that you're prioritizing now. So I'm looking at Pluto, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Mercury. Over this ending that we have, it's almost like there was judgment called on a wish fulfillment, and that wish fulfillment was for there to be a final ending to a cycle. This can be any type of cycle. It can be an interpersonal relationship that you had. This can be something related to work. I'm hearing blue collar. I'm also seeing somebody in a blue shirt here. I'm also getting blue eyes. Trying to find your joy in the face of disappointment. Maybe even sadness. Maybe you feel like you've been looking back on things. Maybe things that in the past had made you happy at one point. Maybe you feel like there were some missed opportunities. This feels very nostalgic to me, Leo. But maybe we're trying to figure... It's almost like I'm seeing you here trying to, like, mentally, emotionally, psychologically work through something. I'm hearing I've been going through it, you just go around it. This is a Mac Miller reference. Maybe you listen to Mac Miller. Like, this is something for sure that you're working through right now. Yeah, it has to do with the past. I'm seeing it be... I'm hearing a revelation. It's almost like I'm getting this notion of somebody looking back at the past and seeing the happy times that they had. And maybe you're trying to find that happiness once more. I'm looking at sunflowers. I'm also hearing roses, and I'm also hearing daisies. Maybe planting had some sort of significance, or flowers. This is really interesting too. I've never noticed this before on these cards. When I'm looking at the Five of Cups, which the Five of Cups can speak on sadness, regret, like really perseverating on the past and like your losses. Looking at the cups now, what I've never noticed about them is there are 3 cups that have fallen over, and 2 of them have wine in them and 1 of them has water. But I'm seeing something that we're trying to heal from, trying to heal through, process through. I'm seeing tension. Maybe some sort of internal conflict that we're feeling, that we're getting clarity on. I'm seeing somebody come through to communicate with you. This definitely has to do with past love. Maybe something being renewed as well. Like maybe somebody coming through to communicate that with you, their feelings. Maybe somebody from the past. This can even be a memory. The nostalgia, Leo. I'm seeing the second floor of a building here. Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like you're recognizing things that you felt conflicted about, maybe even making progress, reconciling these past things that we've looked over, and it's like now you're getting clarity, and I'm seeing a new beginning opening up for you, but I'm seeing it somehow be tied with the past. Tied with the past, tied with past love, but this is something that we need to let go of, something we're being guided to release in order to start something new here. Your intuition is telling you about this. I'm seeing this all be centered on you, Leo. You're the only major arcana here, and this is about your happiness. I'm also hearing you finding that. I'm also hearing finding yourself within the process. I'm hearing what's going to make me happy. I'm looking at Aquarius popping out here. This speaks on us healing. Maybe we're doing internal work, maybe healing, maybe shadow work. It's like finding where you belong. There could have been an Aquarius in our life that was a partner at one point. Maybe something also that we've healed from. I'm looking at an offer coming through. Remember, energies can always be reversed. It's almost like I'm seeing you watching somebody here, Leo, and I'm looking at an opportunity come through for you. But it's tied to the heart space, whatever this is. I'm seeing us trying to do healing work and looking within here. Maybe we've taken time to ourselves. Maybe also reflecting on past actions as well. Maybe addressing a need to control things too. I'm also hearing something about loyalty here. It's like maybe we're also trying to heal from opportunities where we had gotten hurt, And I'm seeing us reflecting on the shadow space. Maybe reflecting to see the ways that we project onto others, or the ways that we've been projected onto by others. I'm seeing this be a very big reflective process that we're moving through. I'm picking up on such a specific energy here. I'm hearing posted up. Yeah, it's almost like I'm seeing you working with somebody here. I'm looking at Virgo, but this can also be our tendency to be analytical and look within. This can be a part of your chart if it's not someone else. I'm also seeing Aquarius here. These are the only two major arcanas. And I'm seeing shadow work that we're doing, something that we're going to accomplish. And it's almost like we're working to clear the heart space here, but we may be collaborating with someone, helping us to heal. I'm hearing past wrongs. This has to do with the subconscious space, Leo. I'm looking at an internal dynamic. Maybe something that we saw reflected between us and another person, but something that reflected what was going on internally. And why a certain type of behavior, why certain actions that were taken came to fruition. Like getting down to the bottom of it, to the catalyst. Maybe you're also recognizing certain tendencies that a partner had if this was not you with yourself here. This is like, if this is talking about somebody outside of ourselves, this would be somebody that we didn't feel was supportive of us and our dreams. Somebody that we may have been drawn to, but somebody that may have been superficial. Maybe somebody that was really focused on things of a physical matter rather than like emotionally connecting and things like that. This can also be us with us. And now there's a decision that needs to be made. It's almost like there's an opportunity that's granted to you and you have to do something with it, but you have to decide. And there are two different ways that you can go. It's almost like you have the opportunity to work with somebody and heal something. Heal something where your heart had been hurt. In a line, I'm looking at 3 major arcanas. I'm looking at Aquarius, I'm looking at Virgo, I'm looking at Gemini. I'm seeing something you feel really in your head about. It's almost like a new opportunity that you have, but it's related to something in the past that you had been hurt by, and there's a decision that needs to be made here. And it's like, which way are you going to go? And I'm seeing one of the roads be like a shadow road and one of the roads be a collaborative road. One that encourages healing, even though you may feel scared or may feel hesitant, I'm hearing. Like you feel worried, but this is self-imposed. And maybe this is something that you're addressing and healing from as well. I'm hearing Taurus. Whatever this is, at the end of the day, this takes a leap of faith on your part, Leo. In order for expansion, healing, and growth, and I'm seeing a lesson. It's like healing from the things that put you in a space where you feel trapped in your head. Maybe this is also about who we spend our time with. I'm seeing you getting connected with your guides here. Maybe this was a lesson that put you more in touch with your guides too. But also a lesson in who you spend time with, I'm getting. And maybe what activities you do when you spend time with these people. Maybe understanding the influence that other people have on us. I'm seeing us setting boundaries with a group of people here. And I'm seeing us moving away, a lesson in moving away, even from a type of lifestyle that we've had. This can be like a partying type of lifestyle. But you realize that you're not going to find peace within that. Like, whatever it is, it doesn't feel calm to you. And you want something balanced. But this is about prioritizing as well. Maybe even, I'm hearing functional relationships, Leo. It's almost like you're trying to prioritize your friends and also yourself and your healing here. But I'm seeing strong boundaries that need to be set with this group of people because they They may, I'm hearing, have a distracting influence on you, and this is why you're being guided not to take the offer, but rather to move away, to move on. I'm hearing move past that. Psychologically, you know this. It's like your intuition is intact, telling you what's going to be balanced for you and telling you also about this group of people. It's like, I don't... It's like, instead of hanging out with other people, you're being guided to prioritize yourself here, your self-care, resting. Also meditating, it's like getting in touch with the high priestess here. Your spirituality, I'm hearing spiritual knowing. I'm also hearing spiritual practices. This is also shadow work as well. I'm hearing your intuition will lead you. Your intuition will guide you. And I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune show up. But it's something that's hidden. It's almost like fate has plans for you, but you also have to move away from something that's no longer benefiting you anymore. Even if you feel close to these people, you'll know that this is relevant for you if there's anyone or people that you hang out with that you don't feel like influence you to be doing your best or influence you to be healthy. This is like a group of people that would be distracting you from your self-care and you prioritizing yourself. So I'm seeing you choosing to take a break here, like choosing to prioritize self. This is a lesson in following your intuition. I'm seeing you working on something, and I'm seeing communication. I'm seeing movement here. You could be working to travel somewhere. This can be something that you're manifesting right now currently. Like you may be working on something that's going to increase movement or allow movement to happen, but this is something that's still in the waiting period. It's in the gestation period right now, and you're being guided not to rush this process. I'm hearing it takes time. And to also not cut yourself short either. It's like you have to do this right for it to work out in the way that you want it to. But it's like I'm seeing heavy shadow work that has to be addressed, because this is like when the shadow pops out when you're trying to work, I'm seeing it be distracting to you, and it almost would make you like shy away from completing this work that you're doing. But it's important work, and it's like you're almost there. You just have to stick with it. Whatever this is, Leo. And I'm seeing there be a plan, being a plan made. You could be working on a plan to communicate with somebody that may be at a distance from you. I'm seeing you thinking about something here. Yeah, it's like you're being guided to work on something and not allow the Seven of Swords, which can be like a shadow or discouraging type of energy, to sway you from what your intuition is telling you. I'm seeing movement, I'm seeing a plan, but I'm seeing you feeling stressed out about this. Maybe the time that it takes to wait or to build something. The time that it takes for something to come to fruition. But you're being guided not to rush it, as I said before. It's like your intuition is telling you that you're going to feel stressed out if you rush whatever process this is, especially if you're, I don't know if this is you coming through in this energy or if this is somebody else, but whatever energy this is, it's an energy that wants to cut emotional corners, to like bypass and confront in like a physical type of nature. And this is what you're being guided away from. It's like, take whatever this is seriously. Otherwise, you're going to be stressed out. I'm hearing by reoccurring, repeating. I'm hearing thematic cycles. Interesting. Maybe you also are recognizing too that you have a tendency to rush into things, maybe before it's time, maybe even physically to rush into things before emotionally you're on the same page. This can, if this isn't you, this can be you allowing other energies to enter into your energetic field in that type of manner. But I'm seeing a really big transformation that we're moving through. I'm looking at Scorpio energy here, something that we're working on. A big change, a big cycle change that we're moving through right now. I'm seeing a huge surprise. Maybe in the direction that you're moving into. It's almost like I'm seeing some sort of confession or truth that just blows you away here. Something that you weren't expecting to come from something you'd been manifesting. I'm also hearing waiting on. And I'm also seeing light being brought to the shadow as well. And I'm seeing you conquering this. I'm also hearing conquering your fears. Because you're making a plan. Either you're making a plan to make an offer or someone's making a plan to make an offer to you. Just depends on which side of this you're on. And now we're growing and moving forward. This is like learning from your past and allowing that to be a catalyst in your forward movement. Especially emotionally. And I'm seeing you having the confidence here to set boundaries with someone because you're following your intuition. It's like allowing your intuition to lead you, to give you... I'm hearing the words you need to find to communicate the boundaries that you want to set. I'm hearing for yourself. I'm also hearing setting the precedence. Yeah, it was like it took time for you to understand and to sit with your intuition in order to understand. I'm hearing what it was telling you. And it was like when you understood, it was like a lot of information. I'm hearing reception. I'm hearing receptivity. And this is all subconscious information that you're gaining. And now I'm looking at you, Leo. I'm looking at Pisces, Leo here. Maybe you have Pisces strongly placed within your birth chart. And it's like, this can be the stress that we feel, the overwhelm that we feel. I'm also hearing intoxicating. Maybe something with sobriety. Maybe that's also a metaphor for something. And when we look at the strength card, which popped out below, the strength is all about endurance. It's about being able to outlast the shadow and impulses that we have. It's about being able to be patient, having grit. Also allowing things to happen as they are meant to without feeling like you need to control things. Because if you look at it here, this card is about trust. You see how this person is here with the lion? You have to build trust in order to get to that place and do it with patience. I'm hearing love and care in order to get to that place of mutual trust. I'm also hearing mutual holding space, maybe holding space for others and allowing others to hold space for you, especially when you feel stressed and overwhelmed, and having the endurance to move through that, to push through that without jumping the gun, I'm getting. And now I'm looking at Aquarius popping out here. I'm seeing communication. And I'm seeing you wanting to have a new beginning here. Taking a leap of faith. But again, you're being guided to be patient and not jump into things. It's like take things very slowly. You're going to be successful with this. It's just a matter of sticking with it. Okay, so this can be with somebody that you really care for as well. Somebody that I'm hearing pushes you creatively. That feels so specific, Leo. Somebody that when you're around them, this is somebody that really encourages you to express the Venus that you have in your chart. And Venus is about creative expression, also about love, about relationships, about security, about the things that we find beautiful, the things that we feel drawn to. I'm also hearing lasting ideas. Like this can be about birthing projects as well. Again, I'm getting something about someone who like pushes you creatively. All right. So for the zodiacs here, I'm looking at Scorpio, Mars, Cancer, Pisces, Neptune. I'm looking at Leo, and I'm looking at Uranus, which is Aquarius energy. Okay, my friends, we are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.